So I just walk around through the bush and just imagine what I can put in here when I'm doing my trail. I've got to think of some stunts that'll fit in spots. So as I'm walking through, I find features that I see that'll work. So I look around all the time. I'm always scanning around and looking up the hill or down the hill and looking for landings. Remember, all these trees in here, they can all be removed. Half these trees in here are, well, all these trees in here are dead. You wouldn't believe how easy they are to push over. Wheelmaker. Wow. Yeah, this is a new trail that I'm building. It's called Double H. This is going to be a rock drop, one of the features that I found. It's going to be off the top of this right here into quite a bank corner to a little bridge. This corner is going to have to be quite banked because they're going to be coming into it with some good speed off this rock here. And as you see, there's a little bit of the corner that I've made into it in the landing. And I'm going to have to spend quite a bit of time on this to make it fast so they can get speed for the next stunts that are coming up. And this is the bridge that they're going to go into. And this will be a little bank bridge that will take them down to another stunt. This is the corner. It's quite tight, so it's got quite a bank on it to the bridge. And the end of the bridge, which I will finish off. And this is the landing to the step up that I'm making. And it'll go down to this little creek gap that I have, probably about a 30 footer I'm guessing, maybe even a little bit bigger. I'm going to make a little pond underneath it. This is the beginning of the step up. This took a long time to build because I'm building it all by myself and putting scaffolding all over it. And this was Christmas Eve, finishing it off. There's a landing to it. It takes a long time to build landings because you have to make sure it's the right spot. This is the run into the creek. Took a long time to do that, and that's building the jump over the creek. A few days piling dirt, and we get the finished product. I always put ferns on the side of it too to make sure that everything's nice and held in. This is the landing to the creek jump. This took a long time to build too. Lots of stumps and rocks in the way. But my motto is, if you can move it, you can move it. And if you can't move it, I'm moving it. Here we go, finished product, walking down the trail to the, I think, 30-foot gap over this creek. And I put this little pond in there too because it just looked nice. Maybe somebody will land in it too. I was wrong, I guess it's 31 feet. And this is the run into the step up. And what I like to do is I like to make sure that the run-ins and run-outs are as buffed as they can be, because the stunt's the toughest part, but you want to make sure that they can have the speed to get in and out of it. I always make sure that I build the run-in first and the run-out first, and then I put the stunt in. There's a little gap just before the stunt. It's not too big, but it's a lot of fun to do. And then we're heading up to that rock drop, which you probably saw before this. A lot of spots I leave because the riders will wear them in, and then I can fill them in. This is a spot where I'm going to put a real crazy bridge. If you could see what I see in my head right now, you'd freak. And this is it. This is little cable bridges I put in. I've lag bolted all the stuff in, and rocks everywhere. You know, you take your time doing the run in, like I say, in and out, really nice. There's a lag bolt there. And this is a little skinny that's going to be suspended from these trees over here by cables. And then I'll put flats on top of it, and away we go. There you go. You can see the cables running up to the trees on each side. There's one of them there. There'll be another one to the other side that runs up to another tree up there to pull the center bit taut. It's a little shaky right now, but after I've tightened those up, it's going to be pretty solid. And here we go. Here's the finished product. Walking across it. Looks pretty steady. You can see the cables that are run in there. I use turnbuckles in there so I can tighten them up. And we go down this little chicane here, and off you go. And here's a new stump that I'm going to be building, and this is the run into it. And I usually just scout everything out and think that I can make it. We're going to jump off this stump up into the trees up here. As you see, there's someone jumping up onto it. There's the landing looking up it. Lots of debris in the way, but I will move that all out. It usually takes me quite a while to do a trail like this. We're going to be heading right up onto there. There'll be a step up there. This is the run in. There's where I'm going to put the kicker. I'll fill it all in, make sure the running is good, and we'll put the kicker up. Make sure we have that built, and there it is stepping up onto the shelf, which is probably about 20 feet off the ground. Walking off the end of it, looking down, making sure that I'm going to be able to make it into the landing. Landings are the toughest parts. Yeah, there it is right there, looking down it. A little bit of work done. Takes a couple of days to get to where that is. Here's where I have to move tons of rocks out of the way because I had to dig down quite deep to make this a steep enough landing to land in. Here we go. We're going to try and give this one the big roll out. If I can push it out here. Oh! 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 Come on, baby! Roll! Oh! Oh, you gotta hate that. Yeah, this is one of the big boulders I had to move out of the way. It takes a long time to build these trails. I build them by myself. This one probably took me a month of building. Each time I came back, each day I would do a little more work. We're talking 6-hour days, 7-hour days of rolling stuff out of the way. As you see, I dig quite deep down into it to make it a steep enough landing. It's a little bit of a sniper landing there, so I wanted it to be nice and steep. This is right near the end where I'm just about finished, ready to toss somebody off this puppy. And here it is, the finished product, the suspended jump, ready for my chumley Steve to jump off it.